Anybody remember that? Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got part two. We still under fair use. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue. This is courtesy of the Art of Dialogue. All right? Still under fair use. Look. Ray like, man, stop playing, man. Something. He say something else. And I'm like, yeah, tell me. And then I just immediately started going around the room and started saying some things I'm sure that made him upset. And I guess other people would probably say I fronted him off. Like, I fronted, like, nigga, if y'all gonna be talking about me, let's say how it really is. And I said some things, and from that time, we just really never talked again. What did you say? I ain't gonna say that, because I've been really apologetic and trying to talk to Ray, but let me tell you this, I will promise you this. I shouldn't even say that, but I'm gonna say it anyway, because I gotta say something. Only reason why I've settled because we share mutual friends that was friends along with us during that time. And they're still friends. They hang out. You know what I mean? And I just try my best not to do anything that's going to damage their friendship or working in this industry. So I just kind of rather not say. But if you want to know from the reaction of him talking about me and putting those type of things out there about me, like, my job isn't to put anybody business out publicly or on front or anything that I feel is a certain way, but I won't allow you to call me gay or faggots or any of those names. When, quite honest, I don't think you could say those things. We all could say things about each other that people would probably say was gay. And I was hurt that we were friends, that these things would say about him. And then later I started seeing him not talk to me, and now he's around Suge. And she's Suge's little homie. And I didn't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? Because I know everybody be saying, you be crying like Suge was your man. Suge, get the fuck out of here. At that time, I'm out. At the time, Ray J couldn't even really hang around me when things got hot around Death Row. Even after that, things that got hot. Ray J was one of the people that was suggested because of his career and because of Brandy's career that it wasn't best that he was around Death Row out loud, and he was young. So he wasn't really able to hang out like we were. But I was still going over to the house, but it was kind of at distance a little bit because all of this heat was on. And then, a few years later, I see him hanging around Suge and like, you don't mess with me. Like, that's just weird to me, man. I bought you around Suge. And you don't even I really believe that we was the homies. And I've seen interviews or heard people say that I was really never their homie like that. And that's just weird.
So Ray J was around Death Row, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, by way of me.
Now, Danny Boy is what you call a straight up G. He not going sugarcoat himself. But as you can see, he ain't want to straight out just say it. You know what I'm saying? Which is the thing with a lot of these industry niggas, because niggas want to be in the circles of the other niggas that's like that. But Danny Boy wears heart on his sleeve, right? You heard what he said in the other one. He said he just trying to keep it cool. But it don't even matter because Ray J put himself in the room with that type of activity. So you sat there and you watched all this stuff happen. You got a agency. You got a transgender show. And you never did nothing. And you, this, Ray J. Why when Suge said you had something to do with Whitney Houston, you didn't give him this smoke? Why when Suge said the stuff about Whitney Houston, you said nothing? You didn't have no rebuttal for that. You didn't say nothing about the Whitney Houston stuff. Even though we seen you coming out the back, covered up, trying to hide, leaving the hotel room, right? When Suge said that about Whitney Houston, you said nothing. But you and Diddy, you jumped out the window and even incriminated yourself. But you ain't had nothing to say about Whitney Houston. I wonder why. I'm gonna leave that right there. But, yo, it's crazy to me how Suge gave all these niggas opportunity. And he's in jail. And as easy it is for these dudes to ignore Suge if he was lying. Do you see Dr. Dre? Suge done called Dre gay a gazillion times. Did you ever see Dr. Dre running out here doing a whole bunch of media stuff talking about, yo, I ain't gay? Not one time, right? Because Dre don't give a what Suge is saying. Because it don't touch him emotionally. Ray J got so emotional that this nigga incriminated himself. Not nobody else, himself, bro. Now, same thing.